The dog who suffered bullet wounds has been adopted by the Crown Prince of Dubai. Now, lots of people have been keeping up with Grace since her incident was reported, and it started on January 28th when residents found an injured dog in Sharjah and alerted the police. Now, Bubble's pet rescue service came to the aid of the dog and admitted it to a vet clinic in Dubai. Her x-rays showed she had 2 bullet wounds in her body, and over a month later, Grace was in the safe hands of Bubble's Pet Rescue and under the care of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai.
Many were relieved to see her walking happily again and being visited by His Highness Sheikh Fazza. Bubble's Pet Rescue stated that Grace has been adopted by His Highness on February 26. Sheikh Fazza took her, Grace, for a walk, and she appeared to be in great spirits and healthy and happy, wagging her tail.
Oh, I
How
love
cute
her
is
name
that?
as well, Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so holy. And the Pet Rescue uploaded a video from Fazza's story stating that Grace, the dog that was rescued, is now adopted by the Crown Prince of Dubai. And he adopted her earlier that day, and the rescue updated the public on how she was doing. They wrote that she's incredibly happy, gaining weight, and not only receiving the best medical treatment in the country, but also the best rehabilitation to help her overcome her trauma and fear. Now, this is such a loving story. And of course, we wish Grace an amazing life. And it's amazing how Bubble's Pet Rescue are helping so many animals and just raising awareness for residents who can foster them, adopt them. And that's what is so important, right? Like the awareness of why you should adopt and not shop, because so many of these poor, helpless animals, they need a home, they need care, they need
And they've had
medical
traumatizing
attention.
stories prior. That's the big part. Like when you buy a dog, they're always like when you buy a pet in general, you can be sure that they're going to be taken into a home that cares for them.
Yeah.
And when it's a rescue, they're coming from a dark place essentially, and they need the help and they need the support. And shelters can't necessarily always be taking care of rescues all the time.
Yeah. That's so true. My mom adopted a dog a few years ago. Like we have one dog that we bought from like a store, and then one that we adopted. And initially, the dog was so defensive all the time. Like anytime he went to grab the dog, he would bite because of previous trauma from his owners beating him.
Yeah.
And then with all the love that my mom in specific gave that dog, it just flourished, you know, like it became the most loving dog.
That's so cute.
And it just sticks to her. He's like a little mini bodyguard, and it's so sweet, you know, how love can really turn, and like just love can turn everything around. And it's so sweet to see that with these animals.
You said it. But it's so true. I would be so heartbroken if I had a pet and I couldn't touch it because they had this fear inside them from human beings in general.
Yeah.
That's so traumatic. That
is traumatic, and it's sad. Like it's so it's really, I don't know, when you see a designer dog or a breeded dog, it's like you get so tempted, you know, you want something cute and fancy, grammable. But
grammable. I want this dog for the gram.
That is the case with so many people, you know. Like they want a cute little Pomeranian with like tiny paws and stuff. Like you get tempted. They're very cute, but then at the same time, what is ethically right? What is ethically right?
You
adopting.
Well said. Well said.
Well said.
Moving on to our next story.